Michael Penix, brilliant in the first matchup against Oregon, but since then he was hit and hurried.
His legs. He has been the guy as far as the leadership is concerned. Big game, of course, but they came up a bit short against the Huskies.
Huskies beat Oregon by 3 also last year in Autzen. Oregon won the toss. Lanning defers. Penix and this high-powered Husky offense get the football first. And Cam Lewis, who played a significant role in the first meeting, just missing a potential game-tying field goal wide right. Daniel Ngata, deep for the Huskies. Here we go, the final chapter in the history of the Pac-12, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We've been here for a few, Kirk. It's safe to say this Pac-12 championship game has never felt like this before.
No, even in the warm-ups, you can just feel a buzz in the air. Feels like a semifinal game.
Michael Penix was hit hard by Oregon in that game. He played through it. He played well to the end. Can Oregon get pressure on him? When he's not pressured, the numbers are frightening. And as you said, all of his key receiving weapons are back and healthy tonight.
Yep. One-on-one opportunities. Keep in mind, they had 8 contested throws downfield against this Oregon defense, and they hit 7 of them. Oregon's got to play better holding up against those throws.
Penix play action. Sidearm pitch is incomplete. Intended for Jalen McMillan. Brandon Dorlus made some pressure off the edge. Here are the impact players tonight.
Yeah, we keep talking about it. Roma Dunze, of course, strong, physical, downfield. McMillan is healthier. Got to get him the ball. They tried there in the slot. Brandon Dorlus leads that defensive front. They got to get pressure. And on the back end, number 5, the Bama transfer, Kyrie Jackson. Great length and finally healthy. He'll be matched up against a Dunze a lot tonight the way he is right now.
2nd and 10, it's Dylan Johnson. Muscling forward for about 9. The Husky offensive line hoping to spring him. He was impressive and important in the first meeting.
Yeah, very undervalued, maybe overlooked aspect of Washington. So much attention on the quarterbacks and the receivers. This group, there's continuity. They're healthy. They play, I think, with a certain level, a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. And this offense runs the ball a lot better than people really recognize. And I think it's a big aspect tonight of their attack.
Johnson and Jeremy Bernard in the backfield. And the carry off the left side is just enough to move the 6 before Dante Manning got him down.
And this is, again, I love how you said that to remind people on a national level. This is a bitter rivalry. So you get these short yardage situations. You're going to see some big hits. Dante Manning, the corner, asked to come up and run support, just allows Washington to be able to pick up that first down. After a first down, don't be surprised. They get man coverage. They get somebody isolated. They'll take a shot downfield.
Penix has plenty of time, scanning downfield, still searching, now running out of time, checks it down, and the catch is made. And that's Johnson out of the backfield.
Well, that is a great job of keeping this play alive. He looks to the right to different receivers. He has Polk there. He comes off of it. Great coverage, almost a coverage sack. But a good job of checking it down there to Johnson out of the backfield to take a negative and turn into a positive.
You give Penix that much time, Kirk, you got problems covering this group.
He senses pressure. That's why he's making a check. Looks like Oregon's still coming.
Johnson, heavy traffic along the boundary, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Mace Funa, among others. It'll be third down. Ante Manning got him down.
This is, again, I love how you said that to remind Boy, the defensive coordinator. One of the biggest things they said is, hey, we got a lot of respect for Penix. We know what they can do throwing the football, but if we allow Dylan Johnson to get on track, we've got to win the line of scrimmage against a very talented and good offensive line, especially these tackles. They do not want to have to overcommit to this run game.
Penix to the perimeter. Catch made by McMillan, who gets around the corner and scoots for a first down inside the next 45. Good for the Huskies to have their top slot receiver back.
McMillan has a cushion right here, so he's just going to get the ball out immediately. That's just pre-snap recognition. He's got a couple blockers out in front of him, and I really believe this is the aspect of the offense that they've missed. They've done a good job of surviving, but McMillan's a difference maker. They haven't had him since really at Michigan State week 2, 100% healthy. You could see he's got a different step tonight.
Pitch to the far side. This is Rome Odunze, one of the elite receivers, one of the top guys on Mel Kiper's draft board. Picks up 6.
What are you seeing right now? They're attacking the perimeter with these quick throws, trying to get the ball out there. They got blockers in front. That time it was Odunze. Before that, they got the ball out to McMillan. We got an Oregon player down. Looks like the transfer from South Carolina, Jordan Birch.
Powerful, athletic edge rusher, a key guy on this defense.
Big guy, 6'6", 290. Just every week got better in this scheme after transferring. Big
Favoring
man.
a leg as he comes off.
Yeah.
Mateo Uyangalele, DJ's younger brother, is a true freshman who backs up Birch. It's an excellent group in front. They like this matchup against the Huskies offensive line. Now Washington doing well so far in the early stages.
Yeah, they are. And you know, between the run game and those quick throws outside, what they're doing is they're setting up and eventually going to take a shot where they pump outside those quick throws and they can slip that slot receiver downfield. Test the eyes of the safeties and the discipline of the safeties of the Oregon defense.
Tight end Jack Westover to the left of Penix in the backfield. And a throw. Miscommunication there. Almost intercepted. Kyrie Jackson came across, but Odunze didn't expect the ball there.
Yeah, you're right. Watch the receivers. You said the miscommunication. They're blocked in downfield. They have no idea that this ball is being thrown to the break. You know, in a game like this, it's the miscommunication, it's the air, and that's Michael Penix saying, hey, man, that one's on me. Offensive, you know, it looked like he was going to attack left. The receivers were set up. Both on the left were looking for the football, and on the right, they were down.
Nix and Penix fully aware how good each of them has to be tonight because their counterpart is so good. You cannot afford too many empty possessions in a game like this.
No, and this is how Penix wanted to get this game started. Balanced attack, a lot of different formations, staying on schedule. They've had a 3rd and 1, a 3rd and 2, and now we get to this 3rd and 5 in plus territory.
Kalen DeBoer may be thinking go for it here depending on the outcome of this play. Both coaches have been aggressive throughout the season. Penix backpedals, delivers across to Odunze. It's a first down inside the 30. When in doubt, go to your best weapon. Picks up 12.
Yeah, and they brought pressure this time on his 3rd down. Bassett comes here. Watch the recognition and the pickup. And then the feel by Penix. Nice job of picking it up. Penix moves, keeps his feet and his balance, and makes an accurate throw. Boy, when he gets his feet settled, he is going to put it right on the face mask of these receivers.
You're right, though. Johnson, a terrific job picking up the blitz. He's been a tough, resilient guy all season long. A complete back. He's got the football this time. We talked to him throughout the season. Acupuncture, massage. He's had knee cartilage issues. He just plays through it all.
Yeah, he had the foot last week. I was talking to him on the field before the game. It's been a lot. Brian Grubb, the play caller for Washington. They're going to go some tempo now here.
Play 11 of this opening drive as Knicks can just sit, watch, and wait for his turn.
Yeah, 4 runs, 6 passes.
Johnson again bangs forward. It's a first down at the 15. Evan Williams still wearing that heavily bandaged club in his right hand. Made the stop.
Well, he looks healthy to me. He didn't look like this in the Apple Cup. Watch the center right here. Look at that block. Brailsford, nice job. The right guard, Buelo. And that play opened up. A hard hitter. A lot of times you'll see more patience from Dylan Johnson. Let the blocks establish.
Going to be an umpire wearing a camera. That's pretty good view.
That was a good shot.
Bunch of Oregon fans at the end of the city, but the Huskies are now set up in the red zone. Backfield is empty. 4-man rush. Penix will be swallowed up by the pressure. Did his knee go down? I thought so, but he stayed alive apparently and scrambles for a few. Coco Amavai was trying to get him to the ground.
Yeah, I thought that right knee came very close to going down around the 22-yard line. I'm sure, let's see the different angles that we'll have. Heck of a job by Penix to try to keep this alive. There's the right knee. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, this is the knee right here. This is the look you're going to want to see. Yeah, he touched. It's going to come back to right around the 22-yard line. Dan Lanning, of course, fired up on the sideline.
Like McCabe, the referee, the same man who was in charge of the crew for meeting 1 in Seattle, but these are different officials throughout the crew from that first one. It's an all-star team for the Pac-12. Brian Brown is in the replay booth.
Yeah, it's right around the 22, 23-yard line. So instead of being second and
after
8,
review, it was confirmed that the runner was down at the 22-yard line. Second down.
So that'll go as a sack. A rarity for Penix this season.
Yeah, they're bringing up some different pressure. Pretty obvious. I think we all saw it immediately. Good job of the officials getting it right. So you're looking again at 2nd and 8 to now you bring it all the way back to 2nd and 17.
First time the Huskies have been off schedule in this opening possession.
And remember, red zone was huge for Washington in that first matchup where they hit a lot of passes downfield. For Oregon, that was the story of the game. Couple 4th and goals down inside the 10. They couldn't take advantage of it and capitalize. So this, as you said, you don't want to miss chances when you get down in this area.
Johnson's got the football on 2nd and long, and he stumbles as he tries to get to the edge. Picks up just a yard, and now 3rd and very long.
Defense is flying. You know, anytime you move into deep, this kind of near the high red zone area. Dan Lanning, historically, he and Tosh Laffoy, like most aggressive defensive minds, they like to dial up things, attack the line of scrimmage, and make those windows that much tougher on the quarterback.
Play 14 of this drive. Need to get all the way down to the 6-yard line to convert.
Chris, Adunze down here, and they got a safety over top to help.
Penix looking that direction, now goes to the other side, throws to the end zone. McMillan could not haul it in. A pinpoint throw. It was very close. 4th down.
Very tight. We talked about, here's a safety to take away Adunze. You're going to see another safety get back in this area to try to help on any shot downfield. There's Evan Williams dropping. He still is able to squeeze that in there, able to get that behind Tysheem Johnson. And there's Odinze. That's the matchup we wanted to see with Kyrie Jackson.
So Grady Gross just awarded a scholarship after a game-winning field goal to beat Wazoo in the Apple Cup, but he had missed his previous 3 kicks from 38 to put the Huskies up early here. No problem for Gross, the sophomore from Scottsdale. But a red zone stall after a 15-play drive means that Bo Nix, the Ducks, will take over down just 3-zip.
And I'm with you. He got that in there.
Yeah.
I mean, he only went up with one hand, but
So Jordan James will let this one bounce in the end zone. And here comes Bo Nix. Finally, half the first quarter is gone. Oregon's first possession, start number 60. It all began for him against the Ducks, of course, in late August of 2019. We were there to call that game. It's fun to be here for start 60.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. First one and the 60th one. And what a difference, the transformation these last couple of years, and even another level this year with Will Stein, who's taken over. He's had 4 different offensive coordinators in his 5 years, and I tell you, I think this is the best fit, not just because of the numbers. He just looks like he's playing with a lot more freedom. He's more relaxed, and boy, is he making great decisions this year.
Incredible tear. 25 total touchdowns in the last 6 games. His first read was taken away, and he bounced it right off of the umpire. Coming across was Troy Franklin.
I don't think he bounced it. He hit him right in the chest. And that was
going to be a good shot.
He's trying to get out of the way. We appreciate it because he's got that camera on his left ear. But boy, that direct hit, there's a shot for you right there. Ba-boom! Big fella. Takes a hit.
I talked to him before the game. I said, anyone ever worn this before? I said, I don't know. Maybe you're making history tonight.
Well, we appreciate it. I told him to get that, turn his head to the right so we can get that camera.
2nd and 10 again, targeting Franklin, but not on the same page yet. And he's certainly one of the high-impact players tonight for Oregon.
Yeah, Franklin that time a little bit hesitant. He's one of our impact players. Bucky Irving, what an outstanding back. Number 0, Thule on the inside. Their best run defender, 91's going off in his passing situation. And the best cover man, what a night he had at Corvallis a few weeks ago when we were there. Can cover, loves to be on an island, loves to be challenged. Will transfer out of Oklahoma State.
Oregon elite on 3rd down, one of the best in the country. They need 10 here. Nix gets it out again, looking for Franklin. It is broken up, reaching around was Thaddeus Dixon. A quick 3-and-out, 3 incompletions.
But when they spread the field with all these receivers, it's not just Jamal Muhammad and Elijah Jackson. You got to have other corners that can step up there. Boy, he might have gotten away with a little pull there with the left arm, and you can see the length that he's able to actually get involved in knocking that ball loose. So a great play with the right arm. That left arm looked like he may have hooked the receiver and got away with it.
Ross James only had 22 punts this season, rarely used. Nix gets it out again, looking for Franklin. It is broken up, reaching around was Thaddeus Dixon. A quick 3-and-out, 3 incompletions. But getting his way, and he's kind of ushered out of bounds in Oregon.
When they spread the field with all these receivers, it's not just Jamal Muhammad and Elijah Jackson. You got to have other corners that can step up there. Boy, he might have gotten away with a little pull there with the left arm, and you can see the length that he's able to actually by Bernard, who was a former high school running get back, involved in knocking that ball loose. So a great play with the right arm. That left arm looked like he may have hooked the receiver and got away with it.
Ross James only had 20 playing a homecoming game with a lot of friends and family looking on, and a 30-yard return sets up Penix right at midfield. This Oregon defense got to think, wait a second, we were just out here 10 seconds ago, because that's how much that Oregon drive took on the play clock. On the edge, Jalen Polk involved for the first time. Another one of those elite receivers. Picks up about 7.
You know, Kalen DeBoer does such a good job with what he's created with his Husky program in just a couple years. Hit the ground running last year. You know, something to keep in mind with the special teams. Washington's been great all year. Oregon, that's been a bit of an Achilles heel. We'll watch that all game.
Johnson makes a cut. Dylan Johnson rumbles into the secondary, bangs down to the 26. This Husky offense clicking right now.
Now they're pulling linemen out here and out here. You think this play is going to bounce? But anytime you get a big return, you got to make the first couple guys miss. And there's a missed tackle. Now he shakes. Now he's got the wall. And he's got outstanding vision. And I'm telling you, this guy runs with serious power. He's explosive.
Ducks will have a serious problem if they can't stop Johnson. Better than this. 41 yards already on his 7 carries. Got 16 that time. That's the debate, as you mentioned. How heavy does the box have to be to stop number 7 from running? Blitz. Ball out quickly. Polk. So elusive. Misses one man, makes one man miss, and then spins Tackle by Steve Stevens, the fourth. He's near the marker, though.
This time it's the tight end Westover who comes down here. Watch the Oregon defense respond to the threat of the attacks downfield. They're so concerned. A couple years. Hit the ground running last year. You know, something to keep in mind with the special. 7 of 8 contested balls brought in and caught by Washington. Oregon is determined not to give up those big plays. Penix seeing that, they're forcing him to be patient, and he's getting the ball out quick to these receivers, letting them do it after the catch so far.
Hard to figure out who you're going to double when you face this Huskies.
And they're pulling linemen out here and out here. You think this play is going to bounce, but this is the vision of 7. Foot in the ground, cut back. Good job with the backside blocks there. The center, Brailsford, makes a key block. Outstanding vision. And I'm Polar quite a bit tonight. Center, Brailsford, Coletto, the left tackle. Rosengarten, the right tackle. They've got now. This is a very underrated offensive line. Looks like Dylan Johnson would check out. And they bring Nixon into the game. Actually, they bring Rich Newton, the physical back, 6.
Newton. Excellent job flying up to make the play. That time, Justin Jacobs, the transfer from Iowa. So a second red zone possession. They stalled down here a few minutes ago. Washington would love to just take advantage of this early momentum, stretch it to 10.
Yeah, the way they played, you don't want to have to settle for another field goal. You know, our first time we had this game, Justin Jacobs, he missed the first 6 games. He was not in that matchup. He's been coming around. He had a toe injury early, and you can see how quick he's able to diagnose and get downhill. That was a good play that time against the run.
Receivers are bunched, and now Odunze comes in motion across to the right. Penix looking that direction, fires to the pylon, and a flag comes out. Odunze was covered by
They're using him as a Polar quite a bit tonight. Center, Brailsford, Coletto, the left tackle. Rosengarten, the right tackle. They've got now. This is a very underrated offensive line. Oregon has been drilled on all week.
Defense number 8. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
See that as he was trying to get to the top of the route to work his way back.
Excellent job flying up to make the play. That time, Justin Jacobs, the transfer from Iowa. So a second red zone possession. They stalled down here a few minutes ago. Washington with goal just outside the 5. A couple of tight ends in the game for the Huskies.
Here it is right here, Chris. Really good look at it. Grabs a hold of that jersey.
Ball came in a little bit later than Penix wanted it. Play clock at 8. Johnson on the edge, racing and marshaling his way. Touchdown, Washington. The underdogs, pun intended, looking great so far.
Well, here's the AT&T clicker. Odunze is out here. He's manned up. He's going to come here and then just try to pin this to open it up. And watch this. There's nobody on the edge of this defense. Once Odunze makes that block on the safety, nobody there on the edge. He just walks to the end zone. So they do punch it in this time in a red zone.
This has got to be shocking to Dan Lanning and Tosh Shipway. They really felt like their guys would have a physical edge against Washington. The Huskies have run 20 plays, scored 10 points. Nix and company